Well, hello everybody, welcome back once again to JJ's PC Builds. This is JJ with you once again, and it's time for graphics card nightmares right here on the channel. I was telling y'all last week I was just going to do Amazon only, but thinking about it, if I go just to do Amazon only, you're going to get bored and you're going to want to go away from the video and you're not going to want to see the rest of it. So I decided we'll just do our normals, and next week we'll come up with something a little bit better. But anyway, let's go ahead and go to the action screen and see what we got cooking. Alright, we are on the action screen right here. And let's don't forget about doing that big booty cursor. I know you guys like the big booty cursor, so let's blow it up and get you the big booty cursor. So let's see what they got cooking for this week, what kind of nightmares we might see, and is there something worth it. Now I'm going to be honest with y'all, and I'm going to tell you right here that I would not buy a graphics card unless you necessarily absolutely need it until the 50 series comes out on Nvidia, and whatever AMD has to throw out there, or Intel, whatever they have to throw out there, I would wait. I'm doing this video just to show you the pricing that's going on between Amazon, Newegg, and Micro Center, so that way you can see what the prices are this week. And don't forget, every month in the middle of the month we do our price checking, do our overall price checking on the best that they got on the market. So let's hope sometime this year any one of these companies got some kind of newest and next best thing graphics card coming out on the market, which it's starting to be shaky at this point from what I'm hearing. But everybody's going to be wondering and saying to me, Jay, Christmas time is coming. When are they going to put these out there? Well, right now it seems they're going to be having a run on CPU processors. Looks like they're going to, this is what this year's looking like. It's going to be a CPU processor kind of year. And at the end of the year, hopefully they got some kind of GPUs. But if they don't, and you've waited all that time, I'm going to say I apologize to you now if you decide to wait. Because I know some people want to get into the action. They just want to get it, in their system. They want the best they can get and be done. You have a choice. You do have a choice. The only reason I'm hesitating from buying a new GPU for my next little build is the fact of that if they got a 5070 from Nvidia that's faster than their 5080, but it's at the same price point or a little bit less than what it costs for a 4060 Ti or 4060 or the 7800 XT, then that's the next best card. Because now you're getting 4080 performance from a 5070 for less price. I was kind of hoping that the price point on the 50 series was going to be a lot cheaper this time than it was before. Hoping. So let's move on. I'll give you my thoughts at the end, but we'll do our commentary all the way through. And make sure you subscribe and, put a positive like on the video. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you know when I post the next video. Because if you don't subscribe, guess what happens? You won't be able to get the notice when I post the next video. So 4060. If we look at it, people right now, the way prices are and paychecks are tight, they want to stay in between the $100 and $200 range. I do respect that. This is one card I'm not going to say that's going to fit the bill. I know one of my subscribers has has something similar to this. But if you looked at the price point for $145, you would have went with an RX 5080 that has 8 gigabytes. That probably would have put you out there a little bit better. Or you could have got a 5500 XT or a 5700 XT. That would have put you out there and gave you more VRAM to help you play your games and content creator work and all that. So, moving on down the road, guys. Let's see what we got cooking. $299. 4060 Ti 8 gigabytes. $439. I know everybody's going to say, well, you know, everybody's talking about 16 gigabytes is the thing right now. Some games will run in between 6 and 8 gigabytes. If you got a game that you can tone down to 6 gigabytes of usage and you got a 2 gigabyte buffer, then you're fine. So if I run any game, since I got a 12 gigabyte buffer, if I run any game at 8 gigabytes, I still get a 4 gigabyte buffer. I really haven't seen none of my games hit up over 12 gigabytes. I really haven't. So I'm just going to tell you, maybe the new normal everybody's talking about, it's going to be 16 gigabytes. Right now, you can get away with doing 8 and 12 gigabyte. You don't need all that extra cost. And then when the next big thing comes out, then you'll say to yourself, wow, I'm glad I waited. So, now we're down at the bottom here. Yep. Now, let's go ahead and take ourselves right over to Newegg. And like I said, you know, I knew you guys would have been bored. If I would have stuck with just doing Amazon this time, so I really had to think about it, and that way, you know, you guys don't get bored. So now we're on Newegg, 6600 for $189, 1660 Super, $269, 2060, 12 gigabyte from $179. Wow, look at that. MSI Ventus GeForce 2060 12 gigabyte GDR6 PCIe 3.0 X16. It's an X16. Wow. 2060 12 gigabytes. I know what y'all are going to say. It's a 20 series card. Okay. But look, it's got a $15 off promo code. So you figure what? That's $165. $165 for a 2060 12 gigabyte. That has tensor cores. That has RT. I don't know. Something to think about. 3080 10 gigabyte. Look at that. Look at that right there. $579. Look at this. $179 compared to $579. 3080 compared to a 2060. That's a big price difference, guys. 3060, $289. I know you're going to say, well, performance-wise, well, if you're trying to save money, then you'll probably want to stick around the 20 series. They're not bad cards, believe it or not. They are not bad cards. So, let's see. Got the 4070. What did I see? 4070, $599, $549, 2060. It's cheaper to get the other one. 7900 XTX. We got, look at this. Wow. R7 350, 4 gigs. 128-bit bus, 800 megahertz. $189. You're best off to go up here to this 2060 right here and get the promo code. You have 11 hours, so we'll get this video out to you so that way you get it. 2060 Super. I guess they're pushing the 20 series now. Looks like I'm seeing the 20 series. This is 8 gigabyte 2060 Super. 229. R7 350. Why do they keep popping that up? 7800 XT. 549. And you can still get it 479. They got a 7700 XT for 449. Not too shabby. 529. Let's see. 4080 Super. 1100. 7900 XTX. 930. 4060 Ti 16 gigabytes. For 450. It's coming down on price a little bit. 6600. 190. 4060. 300. Let's see, 4070 Super. 4070 Super 609. 4070 Super 587. 7900 GRE 569. 570. 4060 293. 7800 XT 479. $480 right there. ASRock. And let's see if they got any more deals. They got a game bundle. It says select game bundle with purchase limited offer with this Acer. It says Arc 770, A770 for $400. No. 489. $600. 249. Oh my goodness, guys. I really don't. 829. Wow. Let's go over to Micro Center, see what they got cooking. Seems Micro Center's been popping up new stores all around the United States. Slowly but surely, they'll have a store in your area. One day or another. So let's type in Craphics cards. Let's go to 14 in the ship. See what they got cooking. 4060 Ti 409. 409. Oh, that. I almost lost my thought there. I almost thought that I was thinking to myself if that said a 4070 Ti. I was like, oh my god, that would have been cherry on top. A 4070 Ti for 410. That would have been like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to get the $410 up if that's the case. 7600 XT 324 price and change. They still got a game bundle for the 7700 XT right here. Do you remember these game bundles? I'm sorry, I'm yawning. I'm having a little bit of a reaction. I'm trying to get through the video, get it posted to y'all before I have something happen. It's kind of a medical thing right now, but we're moving on. 7700 XT. My train of thought was this, that if you get a game from $50 to $100, you knock that off the price of the graphics card. Well, now I get to eat my lunch with y'all as we go along. Look at that. So, not bad. Really good. Homemade chop suey, man. Homemade. Not in a can. A damn good thing it's not in a can. That'd be like mushy, mushy, mushy. 7800 XT 579. That right there, getting 2 games, equal between $100 to $200. Does it look like it's a good deal? Maybe. To me, no. Because if you buy two $50 games, that brings it down to $479, $480. Still the same price if you bought it off of Amazon. Now, if this was $100 cheaper, maybe. $100 cheaper, maybe. Let's see. Nope. Nothing else that I can see that's good there. Now let's switch to see what they got in store. That's what we're looking at right here. 4070 Super for $600. That's at MSRP, people. MSRP. So, if you look at the 4070, at the time I bought it, would be the same price, and you get 10% more performance. Everybody says 23. I think they're shaking the tree, because I've been hearing reports of some people claiming that it's only getting like 10, 12, 13%. So, is that beneficial for me when I play games? No. I still got this here. Like I told you, I'm going to keep this in my system. Either it quits and I got to return it, or it goes a full 5 years. At least I know I'm getting my money's worth. And using it for costing me $120 a year for 5 years. Cheaper than me buying $600 graphics cards every year for 5 years. $3,000 that you don't have just to buy graphics cards. It's ridiculous. For testing wise, yeah, I can do that. But I would rather wait a couple years and buy slowly than buy right away and lose money. Everybody's like, buy now, buy now, buy now. No. The more you buy, the less you save. Or how did Jensen say it? The more you buy, the more you save. But that's a one graphics card. And that's an accelerator card that you put that meaning to. It's not like regular gamer gaming cards. It's a little different ball game. When you're trying to build a computer for machine learning compared to gaming. Big difference. Oop. See. 4090. Still within that margin of price point that, no. 7900 XT, nope. 4070 Ti Super, nope. This is why people don't look at the pages, is because they know they don't have that money. It's nice to look at it, but when you don't have the cash, you just flip the page. That's all you do, is you flip the page. Is there a card that I would recommend right now from Micro Center that would be of value for a low budget build? No. Because even this 6600 for $200 is still not a low budget. It's a low budget card. Is it something that you're going to play AAA games with? No. You're going to play all the older games than you are the newer games. and you see a new game you want to play, but you can't play it because guess what? You don't have a strong enough graphics card. And you kick yourself in the butt again. That's $200 that you kind of threw down the drain, and you try to sell your card, and they only give you $100 for it. So you throw another $100 down the drain. It's not worth it. Buy right the first time, then the second time you don't have to worry about it. Look, when it comes to monitors, okay, now I understand everybody says, well, I should get better monitors, for my gameplay. Well, when I get the money, I will go up to 1440p monitors when I see they come down in price more. Everybody says, well, get a 1080p monitor with 165 hertz would be a lot better than a monitor at 1080p for 60 hertz. Okay, so I spend $189 on a monitor that just gives me double the amount of hertz at 1080p compared to go getting a 1440p monitor. It's going to be at what? Maybe 144 hertz for a couple bucks more. I mean, I know the last video I made, people were talking about it. They were really like, dynamic screen resolution just isn't in their bag. Well, maybe not. Maybe you get to the point to where this is all you got to work with, and you try to make the best out of whatever situation you got. I know that me having a card that'll do 1440p and 4K will go there. All I did was try something that's built onto the card, built onto the software, and test it out. So when people take it out of context, I still showed you how I turned it on and tested it and turned it off and ran the test results. So don't get bent over that. It was trying something different. If you don't want to try it, then don't do it. If you want a better monitor, then go buy one. I'm not twisting nobody's arm to buy anything. I'm just showing you the prices of graphics cards or whatever. I have no sponsorship here. I gain nothing off of this. I invest my time to show you my experience, how I go through things day by day. Now, if you say I'm giving misinformation about something, I can understand your opinion. It would be misinformation if I was trying to force you to buy something or trying to convince you to buy something. I'm not convincing you to buy anything. I'm just telling you what I would do or I wouldn't do. Or whatever I test, I put it on there, and say you can try it if you would like. That is up to you. Okay? I do not twist anybody's arm to buy anything. I know money's tight in this world, and if you can't afford it, then don't worry about it. If you can afford it, then that's up to you. There are people out here that cannot afford whatever you can afford. There are some people that can buy, motherboards, graphics cards, whatever, just by using their credit card. Some people don't have that advantage. This right here, 7800 XT, might be viable. 2 games with the purchase, that might not be a bad deal right there. $489, not a bad deal. So, moving on down the road. But guys, I'm going to make this point clear. I'm not here to force you to buy anything. I'm just taking you on my journey, my experience. Okay? Excuse me. I'm taking you on my journey, my experience. I'm not here to sell any. Oop. I'm not here to sell anything. If I was, I would have a store and I would be selling you t-shirts to help support the channel. I've done over 600 plus videos on this channel for everybody to watch, which are absolutely free. Even subscribing is absolutely free. Leaving your opinion is absolutely free. So, I'm not twisting nobody's arm to buy anything or anything else. I'm not asking for money, nada. So, whatever I do, I'm taking you along on my experience, showing you what I come up with. You can either, like I said for many of times, whatever I say, you can take it with gold or a grain of salt. That is up to you. And I even say that about me. So, you can either take my word like gold or a grain of salt. Simple. But anyway, we made it to the end of the video. And if you made it to the end of the video with me eating my plate of chop suey, and make sure you subscribe, put a like on the video, and also too, don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you know when I post the next video. Until the next time and the next video, we will see you on the next one.